Peace and black power, peace and black power, peace and black power. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. Excellent verses last night. Here's the question I have. Here's the question I have. Who should Dr. Umar do a verses with in the so-called conscious community? Because there really isn't one. Who should Dr. Umar do a verses with in a so-called conscious community to raise funds to renovate the Honorable Frederick Douglass High School? Who should Dr. Umar do a versus battle with? A versus battle with Dr. Umar, King Kong, King Woke, to raise money for FDMG. Well, I was going to say they got to be on my level, but nobody's on my level because I'm the Sean Carter of this shit. So nobody's on my level, but we might got to do a handicap versus. It'll have to be me and 2 or 3 of them because there's nobody in the conscious community who can match me on any level at all. Nobody. Maybe an elder or 2, but that's it. But nobody who's not an elder. So it'll have to be a handicap match. But that's not why I'm going live right now. We'll get back to that. That's why I'm not going live right now. It can't be Tyreek. It can't be Tyreek because half of what comes out of his mouth came out of my mouth before it came out of his mouth. So it can't be him. Killer Mike would be good competition. Killer Mike would be good competition. Killer Mike. I didn't think of that. Killer Mike would probably be the best competition. I think so. Shout out to Killer Mike. That's my guy, by the way. All right. Minister Farrakhan is an elder. I wouldn't do it out of respect. Dane Calloway is not on my level. Young Pharaoh is not on my level. None of them. Nature Boy, come on. Come on. Y'all not naming nobody on my level. David Banner, that's my brother right there. David Banner, that's my brother. David Banner and Killer Mike. David Banner and Killer Mike. They would be the ones. They would be the ones. Those my brothers, though. Those my brothers. But this is why, well, me and Candace Owens would have to do a debate. That's not a versus. That'd have to be a... Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson versus Dr. Umar. What do y'all think about that? Shout out to RZA. RZA's my guy. But RZA's not on my level, and I say that respectfully. RZA's my guy, but he's not where I'm at yet. He's getting there. He's on his way, but he's not on my level. Respectfully, he's not on my level. Jesse Lee Peterson and Candace Owens. That would be a good one. That would be a good one. Jesse Lee Peterson and Candace Owens versus the Prince. Nah, RZA's on his way. I like RZA. I like RZA. But he's not. Not yet. Few years maybe, not yet. I'm just being honest. But RZA's my guy. I support RZA Islam. Jesse Lee Peterson and Candace Owens versus the Prince of Pan-Africanism. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. Killer Mike and Dave Banner, those are my brothers, though. You feel me? You know, we would do it out of fun or something like that. You feel me? But those are my brothers, so, you know. But let me tell you, Roland Martin, I debate Roland Martin. But he's not on my level either, though. So, nah. Nah. Brothers and sisters, Charleston White. Shout out to Charleston White. I don't agree with everything he say, but he makes some sense, though. Shout out to Charleston White, but he's not on my level. Y'all just throwing out anybody. Shout out to Charleston White, though. He do some Sabir Bey is a fucking coon. We not debating at all. We can, you know what I'm saying? Me and him can just see each other in the alleyway somewhere. Okay? But anyway, brothers and sisters. Anyway. Ben Carson. Ben Carson. Oh, man. Y'all naming people who don't even have no type of intellectual platform whatsoever. Y'all just want to be entertained. Y'all not naming nobody. Y'all know I don't fuck with Lord Jamal, so I don't even know why y'all bringing his name up. He's not an intellectual anyway, so he's not on my level. Kevin Samuels, he's not an intellectual, so that would be a waste of time. I don't know Freddie Gibbs. I never heard of Freddie Gibbs until he mentioned my name on the Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. Shout out to the brother Akala. I like him out of UK. That's a strong brother right there, but he's not on my level though. You guys, you know, he a good brother though, good strong brother. Y'all, it's levels to this shit. Y'all obviously don't get it. But anyway, Dr. Sabi is an ancestor. Show respect. Listen. I went live today. Shout out to Nick Cannon. Professor Kaba. He's an elder. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. He's an elder. Kunta Kunte. Kunta Kunte. Hit the Cash App. $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App. $ FDMG School. Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Shout out to my brother Mark Lamont Hill. Hopefully he's healing up from the hospitalization. He represents North Philly like me. I can't comment on the Meek Mill album cover. I can't comment on the Meek Mill album cover. I have to read what people are saying. I haven't read any of the concerns about the Meek Mill album cover. I saw somebody said, you know, was inappropriate because it had black women undressed. I have to read what the sisters are saying before, you know, I can comment. But let's keep it a buck. Meek Mill from 18th and Berks. I used to live at 18th and Berks, all right? So let's keep it a buck. Meek Mill from 18th and Berks. I used to live at 18th. I know who he is. Yeah, you feel me? So I'm not going to, you know, he's a young brother, you know, doing some positive things with criminal justice reform or what have you. You know, but I'll look. I mean, if it needs to be addressed, then it needs to be addressed. Nobody is above criticism. But I have to see. A black woman designed it. Well, that doesn't justify it if it was inappropriate. You know, but my concern is there's been a lot of album covers that were inappropriate, and I don't know if they got the same amount of attention. But again, that still doesn't justify it. I don't know. I have to read what the sisters are saying, and then I will offer some input. But I'm not going to let y'all ride on North Philly like that. You feel me? Meek Mill, Mark Lamont Hill, they my North Philly brothers. Kevin Hart, my North Philly brother. So we got to, you know, I can't let y'all ride on it. I'm not going to tap dance. Once I give my opinion on anything, you know. Shout out to Baba Ashwa Kwesi. I'ma definitely have him at the FDMG conference. Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson versus Dr. Umar. Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson versus Dr. Umar. Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson versus Dr. Umar. Just because you black doesn't mean if you get out of line, you can't be criticized. I agree with you, brother. I totally agree. The Ben Simmons thing ain't got nothing to do with Kyrie's Irving. Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving is two totally different situations. Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving is two totally different situations. Ben Simmons got an attitude because people blamed him for the Sixers getting put out the playoffs last year, losing to the Atlanta Hawks. Shout out to Hot Atlanta. Kyrie Irving, he's standing on principle that no government should be able to force a private citizen to put something in their body that they're not comfortable with. That's Kyrie Irving's position. Kyrie Irving is exposing the U.S. Constitution or either this government as fraudulent. Kyrie Irving is either exposing the U.S. Constitution or this government as fraudulent. How can you say that everybody should be safe and secure in their persons and property, but yet you trying to force people to take the COVID? So that's Kyrie's position. Let me say this. Tennessee, if you live in Tennessee, listen up. If you live in Tennessee, listen up. Boyce Watkins is not on my level. Claude Anderson is an elder. So that's not, I wouldn't debate an elder. I wouldn't do it. Elders automatically get the victory. You feel me? All elders automatically get the victory over Dr. Umar. I don't debate my elders. But Boyce is not on my level. If you live in Tennessee, Dr. Umar will be speaking in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you live in Tennessee, Dr. Umar will be speaking in Chattanooga, Tennessee on Thursday, November the 4th. Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've only been to Chattanooga once. I was in Chattanooga on Martin Luther King birthday, Dr. King's birthday, 2015. So this is only my second visit to Chattanooga. Thursday, November the 4th, free event. Chattanooga, Tennessee, Thursday, November the 4th. We will be at 1403 Tunnel Boulevard in Chattanooga. 1403 Tunnel Boulevard in Chattanooga. LeBron James is not on my intellectual level. You must be out of your damn mind. Shout out to LeBron. Great basketball player, but intellectually he would get crushed by Dr. Umar. Chattanooga, Tennessee, Thursday, November the 4th, 1403 Tunnel Boulevard at the Eastdale Village Community Church. 1403 Tunnel Boulevard, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Thursday, November the 4th, Eastdale Village Community Church. Michael Eric Dyson, no problem. Let's do it. Michael Eric Dyson, no problem. Let's do it. Let's raise money, pay-per-view for FDMG. Michael Eric Dyson, Candace Owens, and Jesse Lee Peterson. Versus me, Killer Mike, and David Banner. That'd be a nice one, wouldn't it? Dr. Umar, Killer Mike, and David Banner versus Michael Eric Dyson, Jesse Lee Peterson, and Candace Owens. That's not a fair debate. We would destroy them. That's not a fair debate. We would destroy them. So Chattanooga, Thursday, November the 4th, 2 o'clock until 8 o'clock. From 2 to 4 would be Q&A. From 2 to 4 would be Q&A. 4 to 8 will be the book signing. 2 to 4 would be Q&A. 4 to 8 would be the book signing. Chattanooga, if you need the flyer, text my cell phone. If you need the flyer, text my cell phone, 215-989-9858. Tariq Nasheed is not on my intellectual level. Much respect to him. You know, he's, no. I already told you half of what comes out of his mouth has already came out of my mouth. he's a regurgitator. That's no disrespect. Okay, no disrespect. But, you know, he's one of the people who repeats a lot of what I've said before. So Chattanooga, Thursday, November the 4th. What else we got? If you live in Allentown, Pennsylvania, if you live in Allentown, Pennsylvania, if you live in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Dr. Umar will be speaking in Allentown, Pennsylvania this Saturday, October the 23rd, at the Youth Explosion, 400 East Mountain Road, Allentown, Pennsylvania, this Saturday, October the 23rd, 400 East Mountain Road, for all my Pennsylvania Africans. For all my Pennsylvania Africans, Dr. Umar will be in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Saturday, October the 23rd, from 12 to 4, 400 East Mountain Road. Right? And then I will be at Everlasting Life Cafe in Capitol Heights. Maryland Africans. Maryland Africans. Maryland Africans, listen up if you live in my ancestors' home state of Maryland. If you live in my ancestors' home state of Maryland, if you live in my ancestors' home state of Maryland, I will be in Maryland twice. I will be at Capitol Heights, Maryland, Everlasting Life Cafe, Wednesday, November the 10th. Everlasting Life Cafe with Dr. Baruch, Wednesday, November the 10th. Everlasting Life Cafe with Dr. Baruch, Wednesday, November the 10th. Six to 9 o'clock. 6 to 9 o'clock. Everlasting Life Cafe with Dr. Baruch, 6 to 9 o'clock on Wednesday, November the 10th. Get your tickets by contacting Everlasting Life Cafe. Come get some good food and a good message. Come get some good food and a good message. Polite is not on my level. He's not in it. Come on now. Y'all playing games. I wouldn't even waste. Listen. Wow. Anyway, Everlasting Life Cafe, 6 to 9, Capitol Heights, Maryland. Dr. Umar and Dr. Baruch. Millersville University alumni. Somebody said Dr. Umar versus John Gruden. Listen, I ain't got no problems with Dr. Wesley Muhammad. I ain't got no problems with Wesley. I don't know what we're going to debate. You know, my background is psychology and political science. He's religion. So I don't know what that debate would be about. I guess we could do Garvey versus Elijah or something. But I respect this scholarship, though. You know, at least that's somebody whose scholarship I respect. But what would be the topic? But he's not Chinese Chuck Taylors either, to be honest with you. But I do respect my brother. Capitol Heights, Maryland, Wednesday, November the 10th, with Dr. Baruch, Everlasting Life Cafe, 6 to 9. Get your tickets by contacting Everlasting Life Cafe. Great Blacks in Wax Museum, Sunday, November the 14th, Baltimore. I'm in Maryland twice. I'm in Maryland twice. I'm in Maryland twice. I'm in Maryland twice. We are in Maryland 2 times. The book is coming to Maryland for the first time, ×2. Black Parent Advocate is coming to Maryland for the first time, ×2. Wednesday, November the 10th, Everlasting Life. Sunday, November the 14th, Great Blacks in Wax Museum, 601 East North Avenue. Sunday, November 14th. The National Great Blacks in Wax Museum, Sunday, November the 14th, 601 East North Avenue. 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 2 to 4 lecture, 4 to 8 book sign. Great Blacks in Wax, 601 East North Avenue in Baltimore. Or you can come to Everlasting Life on Wednesday, November 10th. So Maryland, I'm coming twice. Chattanooga, November the 4th. Margate, South Florida, December the 4th. Chattanooga, November the 4th. South Florida, December the 4th. Chattanooga, November the 4th. South Florida, December the 4th. Chattanooga, November the 4th. South Florida, December the 4th. Minneapolis, Minnesota, January 15th. Scottsdale, Arizona, January 17th. I wouldn't debate ADOS. There's nothing to debate. If you don't identify with Africa, then you don't identify with Africa. There's nothing to debate. See, let me be very clear about something. First of all, as the late, great grandmaster teacher and Pan-Africanist Dr. John Henry Clark said, I only debate my equals, all others I teach. I only debate my equals, all others I teach. I only debate my equals, all others I teach. Kevin Samuels is not an intellectual. Listen, you're talking to a man with 6 degrees. Can we stop playing games? You're talking to the most influential black scholar in the world. Can we stop playing games? You're talking about the #1 Pan-Africanist of the 21st century. Can we stop playing games? You're talking about the #1 orator in the world. Can we stop playing games? Nobody y'all naming is on my level. Nobody. David Banner, Killer Mike? Yes. Michael Eric Dyson? Yes. Nobody else y'all mentioned. In all due respect, nobody else y'all mentioned. It's King Kong. It's King Kong. I don't believe in debates. I really don't believe in debates. I really, really don't. But if the money is right for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy renovations, if the money is right for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey renovations, if the money is right for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey renovations, I'll debate anybody. Minimum, you probably going to have to at least 25 grand. Because anything less than that is not helping me repair my schools. I will take a debate for 25 grand. Anybody. I don't give a damn who it is. But that money must be paid up front. There is no later on. No. Certified check payable to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Certified check payable to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. I'll debate anybody y'all want. Put them on the stage and I will spank that ass for $25,000. I want my money up front. I want my money up front. 25 grand, I'll spank that ass anybody you want in the conscious community. $25 grand. God is a white woman. I know you on crack. You have lost your damn mind. 25 grand. Anybody you want. I want my money up front though. 25 grand. Give me the 25 grand. I don't care. 25 grand will, it's not enough, but we can do something with 25 grand. That's like an installment for the plumber. You know what I mean? Installment for the electric. You know what I mean? Chattanooga, Tennessee. Allentown, Pennsylvania, October the 23rd. Chattanooga, Tennessee, November the 4th. Allentown, Pennsylvania, October the 23rd. Chattanooga, Tennessee, November the 4th. Capitol Heights, Maryland, November the 10th. Nat Turner Land, November the 11th. Norfolk, Virginia, November the 12th. 7 cities, don't forget, November the 12th. 7 cities, Norfolk, Virginia, don't forget, November the 12th. Baltimore, Maryland, November the 14th. So we got Maryland times 2 and Virginia times 2. We got Maryland times 2 and we got Virginia times 2. We can do Maryland times 2 and we can do Virginia times 2. Virginia, Nat Turner Land, November the 11th. Norfolk, Virginia, November the 12th. Maryland, November the 10th, Capitol Heights. And November the 14th, the Great Blacks and Wax Museum. I want to see my Virginia queens in Norfolk. All my Hampton Roads queens and kings better be in Norfolk or Nat Turner Land. Black Virginia, Dr. Umar better see you at Nat Turner Land on Thursday, November the 11th. Or Norfolk on November the 12th. All my Maryland queens and kings, I better see y'all at Everlasting Life Cafe on Wednesday, November the 10th, or the Great Blacks and Wax Museum, Sunday, November the 14th. If you need the flyer, text my phone. If you need the flyer, text my phone, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. Why did you get a building that was in such bad shape? My dear brother, you are either ignorant or a coon. You are either ignorant or a coon. But your question is relevant because so many other misinformed Africans think that the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy was a bad investment because y'all listen to the 1%ers on YouTube. So this is what I'm going to say. I'm not even going to refute your claim. I'm not even going to refute your claim. I'm just going to say, sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. Trust the process. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. We have a 10-year-old, $13 million campus. That's all I'm going to say. We have a 10-year-old, $13 million campus. I will bet you that your child does not go to a school that's only 10 years old. I will bet your life. I will bet your life that your child does not go to a school that's only 10 years old. I bet you. I bet you. If it doesn't work, are you going to return all the donation money? I can't answer that question, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason I can't answer that question is because the school will work and it will open. So I can't answer a negative with a positive. I am eating a caramel apple organic pie. South Africa. The announcement you missed. Dr. Umar is speaking in Allentown, Pennsylvania this Saturday, October the 23rd. It is a youth explosion. I'm speaking to the youth. So for all my Pennsylvania Africans, if you have children, boys and girls, for all my Pennsylvania Africans, if you have children, boys and girls, bring them to Allentown, Pennsylvania this Saturday, October the 23rd, for the youth explosion. It's going to be panels, music, food, and it's for the youth this Saturday. Thursday, November the 4th, I will be in Chattanooga, Tennessee for only the second time ever. Chattanooga, Tennessee, free lecture and book signing, Thursday, November the 4th. Capitol Heights, Maryland, Wednesday, November the 10th. Nat Turner Land, Thursday, November the 11th. Norfolk, Virginia, Friday, November the 12th. Baltimore, Great Blacks and Wax Museum, Sunday, November the 14th. Margate, South Florida, December the 4th. Will Africans be liberated in my lifetime? Will I see Africans liberated? That's a good question. I hope so. And even if we are not liberated in my lifetime, even if we are not liberated in my lifetime, I'm still going to use my lifetime to work towards that liberation. The greatest black leader of the 20th century and the greatest organizer in modern history, the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, said, we may not live to see the results of our work towards African liberation, but we can sow the seeds during our lifetime that will grow after we are gone in the lives of our grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So we don't do this work to reap the benefits directly. We do this work to reap the benefits when we become ancestors and we look down on our grandchildren and great-grandchildren to see who wins. I respect all them guys. I appreciate all of their contributions to the Black Conscious Movement. You know, everybody y'all named, I appreciate all of their contributions to Black consciousness. What little or great they've done, the young pharaohs, Polite has been accused of some very serious allegations. So, I believe in innocent until proven guilty. But those are some very egregious allegations from which, if you are guilty, you can't come back from. So I'm going to refrain from mentioning him until his name has been cleared. As a father of 2 daughters, I'm going to refrain from mentioning him until his name has been cleared. But I do believe that you are innocent until proven guilty. But everybody y'all name, RZA, shout out to him. All the brothers doing the work out there. Okay, all of them. Wesley Muhammad, shout out to all of them. 19 Keys, who else y'all mention out there? Young Pharaoh. But, his work is more you know, I don't know. Some of these guys, they're just not practical. They're not solution based. You know, it's a lot of theories and, you know, pseudo metaphysics and all this other stuff. It's not really practical. It's not relevant in my opinion, but you know, I'm sure they brought people to consciousness. They've woke some people up, and I respect any of that. I ain't got no problems with none of them. You know, some of them have hated on me at one time or the other, but my skin ain't thin. I could live with that. But as far as any of them being on my level, you know, I don't see that at all. No way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't see none of them as being on my level except David Banner, Killer Mike, Michael Eric Dyson. Nobody else, really. I'm focused on the work, focused on the work, focused on the work. I didn't go to an HBCU. I wanted to go to an HBCU. Couldn't afford Morehouse, but I got accepted. I wanted to go to Howard for my doctorate, and they never gave me the damn paperwork. I might go to Howard for my law degree. Shout out to Seti, because he reps the RBG. Shout out to Seti, he reps the RBG. Gotta give him that. I didn't dismiss that brother's academic status. I told you that I respect his scholarship. He's not on my level, but I respect his scholarship. That's what I said. Maybe if I decide to go back and pursue an educational law degree, I might go to Howard. If I decide to go back and pursue an educational law degree, I might go to Howard. Wiz Khalifa from Pittsburgh. Shout out to him. Hopefully he ain't snow bunnying. A debate, let me see this. A debate on whether the effectiveness of the legacy of Marcus Garvey versus Elijah Muhammad. Not a bad topic. Here's the problem with that topic. A debate on the effectiveness of the level of the most honorable Marcus Garvey versus the honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's a good debate on the surface. It's a very good debate on the surface. The reason I don't think it's a good debate in process is because you would have to find something Elijah Muhammad taught outside of religion that he did not borrow from the honorable Marcus Garvey. Let me say that again. It's like debating Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Can you really put Kobe against Mike when Kobe took Michael Jordan's entire style? Honorable Elijah Muhammad copied Marcus Garvey's everything. The organization, the message, he just added Islam. So when you say debate the legacy of Elijah Muhammad, what did Elijah Muhammad teach that he didn't borrow from Marcus Garvey outside of religion? That would be the question that would have to be answered in order for me to entertain that kind of a debate. That would be the answer. That would have to be answered first. But like I said, $25,000, $25,000, I'll debate anybody you want. Y'all want to do Marcus Garvey versus Elijah Muhammad? I ain't got no problem with that. You could put Nuri, Wesley, and RZA and Ben X, put them all up there for 25 grand versus me. No problem. Where the 25 grand at? Y'all want Garvey versus Elijah? Get me 25 grand. You could put all four of them up there. They're not winning. They're not winning. Put all four of them up. They're not winning. So, and that's respectful because those are my brothers. You know, the Nation of Islam, you know, a lot of what they teach is, because they, you know, Elijah copied Garvey. So a lot of what they teach is in line with what we teach. You know, a lot of what they teach is not in line with what we teach as well, but I respect them. They're the second oldest, quote unquote, black nationalist organization after us, the Garveys. I say quote unquote because I don't like using the word black nationalist. I like using the word Pan-African nationalist. So that's why I say quote unquote. Now the Moors were around almost a year before Garvey founded the UNIA-ACL. Okay, but the Moors were never an influential group in Black America until after Garvey's incarceration, when the Prophet Noble Drew Ali dishonestly made claim that Marcus Garvey had given him permission to take over the movement. And when you study the Moors of the 1940s and even the 1930s, you will see that a large contingency of their membership were Garveyites. Same thing with the early Nation of Islam. A large contingency of their early followers were Garveyites, Moors and Nation of Islam. Garvey movement fueled both of them. And that's just history. No need to debate, go study. But I respect them all. I got my elders in Philadelphia. My elders in Philadelphia are Moors. And I got some real close Nation of Islam brothers and sisters who I bang with. So it's all love. It's all love. I got to rock out, family. Peace and black power.